State your name.
You really think you're gonna get out of this?
With Cole and Prasad dead, how do you propose to build a case against Dryden?
We'll manage.
We stick it to that small bastard.
Dryden set up the ambush and now we've got a motive.
Let me tell you about Lindsay Denton. She's too smart to let there be witnesses. She's using you all and you've fallen for it.
Where were you that night?
I'm innocent.
You see, look at his reaction.
Someone is setting me up.
That statement was made under fear for my life, and I would have said anything.
Wait, we're repeating this again? So we retracted the statement. You see?
Tommy was blackmailing the deputy chief constable, right?
Wait, so Tommy was
And if you do that to keep his immunity, what else would he do?
They want to send my mum's personal effects, and I'd rather go and get them myself.
She did a runner.
She ran.
And so what did you do?
We got another body dressed up in waitress's uniform and took photos.
Wait,
This body.
it's
Another
not
girl.
her.
Who?
Oh wow, is she still
Just a little
alive?
slapper that fit the bill. There's a middleman.
Who?
I never met him, we just talked over
A
payphones.
middleman.
No name.
Dot.
He fixed acres.
So
Dot.
Acres knew who he was. Why was D.I. Lindsay Denton spared?
All I know, there was an order. Don't hurt Denton.
Wait, someone said not to hurt Denton. Wait, what? So someone literally made an order not to hurt Denton.
Thank you, D.I. Denton.
You okay?
I said sit down for the second time, D.S. Arnott.
Dude. Oh my god.
We'll now show you the second vehicle captured leaving the City Hall car park.
That's
What
her.
does this image show?
You can't do this.
Oh
Are you prepared to answer that question, D.I. Denton?
my god.
I saw Mike at the function and didn't see Carly. No? Well, they're right in front of you.
Kate, she's answered.
I absolutely
Dude.
didn't see that Carly
See
was
what I
in the
mean
car
by
with her.
different viewpoints?
Do you seriously expect us to believe that?
You see what I mean by difference in reactions? Like, again, Dryden's reaction was pure... He was distraught. He was distraught. He was crying and he was angry or slashing out. She's so calm and collected about her story. It's almost like she's just battling it. I don't know. Part of me feels like she'd be more freaked out with this evidence piling up. So she's been seen at this place. She didn't mention that before. But yeah, like I said, the scariest thing for me about this series or this whole situation currently is that all the different viewpoints is you can tell that Arnott's battling for Denton. You can tell that Fleming's battling against her. Someone's going to be wrong, and that's going to cause conflict and issues, and whoever was wrong is going to feel bad about it. Again.
You've got to get to the bottom of this, Ted. I don't want my last
See?
most important case to end in failure. There are things I can do to help.
I think he's
If you
genuine.
say so.
I really do.
I gave Carly Kirk a lift to Edge Park Railway Station. That's when I saw
Edge
Lindsay
Park.
Denton.
Because she did follow. If
I'm
they
not
get
being
that, then they know he
vindictive,
followed.
Ted.
Wait, that's
Just
true
want
though.
the guilty parties brought to justice.
Because if they get that CCTV, they know she followed.
Edge Park's a small station.
Do we have any sighting
Dude.
of Denton at all?
No.
So there's no visible evidence that Denton was there, but she could very well have been.
She could have been there, but just knew how to avoid the cameras.
If you could go the extra mile for me, say you came here with Cole, we could all sign off from this happy.
How's that work?
I
Wow.
brought you here.
Is Dot trying to protect himself? Frame somebody else for this whole situation? Because a dead man can't protect himself, can he? Is he going to escape this again? Using him to do it? Because he's basically saying to him, like, can you make this... It's like a false alibi, right? Am I hearing that wrong? No way is Dot going to get away 2 seasons in a row.
Sorry.
Is he not going to do
See,
it?
now you've got me worried.
Oh,
Yeah?
Dot. Oh. Oh my god. He just stole his car, didn't he? Wow. Way too smart. Dude. Did he say anything or what? Is like, what now? Because, holy shoot. Wait.
Unregistered pay-as-you-go. Lots of
Wow.
interesting numbers. Made a note. Won't say where.
Oh. That's literally like, oh wow. I mean, I'm happy that Dot's finally got his match, but they're both as dodgy as each other.
Thank you once again, T.I. Denton.
We've received the forensics report.
Wait,
on the...
did something happen between them? They better not have, like, Arnott better not have.
Maybe you get suspicious and ruin the plan, so they put a tracker on your car.
That's not what happened.
That's what the forensics are implying.
With respect, sir, this conversation can't take place.
Nobody's accusing Lindsay of anything.
Arnott!
Here. She's answering purely as a witness.
He's going against his
Yes,
own.
Arnott.
I'm sorry, do you mind if I just take a loo break?
Of course.
She seems to be cracking. Okay, so the irregularities are starting to stack up against Denton. The tracker was moved. It was from here to here. Maybe she moved the tracker. It's consistent. She seems to be like... The thing is she's not answering as confidently as she was before. It seems like this, as the story is getting more intricate, she's struggling to figure out how to word it. Or she's struggling how to frame her story to make sense to her and to everyone else. Because she is breaking. And like I said... Last episode for me was the big sort of turning point with what whether I believed her or not, and at the moment I do not. I 100% do not. Now once again, one of the biggest issues that we're finding is Anna is so adamant she's innocent. How is this going to affect him if he finds out the complete opposite? Because he's now going against his own to protect her, and I actually think something may have just happened between them. So how is he going to react? Because this is another mistake he's made. For me, she is like anything but innocent right now. Like, there's so many things stacking up and there's no explanation other than I didn't know, or I don't know, or it's not me. There's no emotion to it. She's not acting like she's scared of it at all. It's not the same sort of reaction we got from Dryden, which was clear passion that it wasn't him. So, what else are you going to point towards? I'm surprised that Arnott's not seeing this a bit like clearer, usually he's the one to point out the irregularities.
My bet is she found the tracker and she moved it, because that's the one thing that would prove she was part of the ambush conspiracy before she got the emergency call that night.
So they're sort of saying that she moved the tracker because that would have framed her.
Like your necklace.
Sorry.
Wait, who is that? She's not wearing a necklace. She's not even there, is she? That was some sort of hallucination.
Kate, let's go.
The bastards changed the locks. I bloody live here.
Let's get you out of here, mate.
The last thing I need right now is you.
These two uniforms are doing you a favour, and so am I.
I live here, Steve.
Kate,
that's her house and he's changed the locks.
Listen.
And you were shagging the nurse and now you're shagging the prime suspect.
I'm not.
I saw you together.
Wait.
Your undercover failed because we underestimated Lindsay. Mine succeeded.
Wait, hold on a second.
What?
Wait.
I think you're right about her.
Ooh! Wait, he's been going on... Oh my god, he's been... Yo. Here's me thinking he's making a mistake. Get in on it. Yes. He's been... Wait, so he's been manipulating the manipulator. So she thinks she's manipulating him. It's completely the opposite. He's playing good cop to get in her mind. And it seems to be working. Oh my god. I need to have more faith in our characters. Trust our characters. Trust. Yes, this show gives me trust issues. I'm sorry.
Get dressed.
You broke a girl's heart.
Well, so she's all cleaned up, uniform's fresh, everything's fresh. Come on!
Who dealt with the case originally?
Same situation, same
Response
issue
officer
again.
was Sergeant O'Neill.
And he's right there, the one watching. Wait, hold on, did he speak to Denton about the case or something?
We're looking at the duty sergeant.
O'Neill.
Could he have been in on it?
Don't see how.
Do you want another drink?
Oh god, that gives me goosebumps. Come on, Arnott.
On the hard drive we found evidence of a police database search carried out on the 25th of August of this year in respect of the name Alex Campbell.
Just be honest, unless he's got threats on him as well.
I've to tell you, Sergeant.
Would you be prepared to accompany me to a crime scene? It may help us find Carly Kirk.
Where?
Edge Park Railway Station.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah, she's been there before, hasn't she?
I think you were here that evening.
Watching
I think you can help
Dryden.
us find her.
Was she
Who else
there?
was
Would
here?
she be honest about that?
I wouldn't know.
What happened here, Lindsay?
I don't know because I wasn't here.
Oh wait, she's seeing things again. Wait, so I see
Just
Tommy
tell
was
me the
there.
truth.
Oh! What was that?
I want to go home now.
Wait, did she just see? So she saw Tommy beating Carly. What is that all about? Wait, what? What? bodies, Alex Campbell, all those situations.
Thanks.
Oh, here we go. Is this the retrace? Okay, before we get into that, it's time to pause it. Okay, so I don't know, because last episode I was adamant that Denton did something. Like, adamant, you know, adamant. Now she's having visions of seeing Tommy beating Carly Kirk. And she was at the train station. I mean, she's having visions of it. And now we're getting a bit of a flashback. So, the question is, does she see something that she can't say? Because why wouldn't she just say it, you know? Tommy's dead. Unless she went after Tommy because of what happened to Carly, but why would she do that? Like I said, like again and again and again, this series and this case is just everything contradicts everything, and my mind is contradicting itself constantly. I can't tell if she's innocent. I can't tell if she knows more than she's letting on. I can't tell if she was actually there or not, or what's Tommy got to do with all of this. Yeah, what does Tommy have to do with all of this? He was in protective custody. Yet well, if that's true, he's beating up, unless Dryden hired him to do it, but oh my goodness gracious me. My bet obviously is that Denton saw her at this party and she knew a lot more than she was letting on. She followed them, maybe she followed them, I don't know, to try and protect her, or maybe Tommy does that and then Tommy ends up dead. Is that a coincidence? Is maybe whoever organised Tommy to hurt her cleaning up the loose ends of that? You know, like, it's just, we haven't seen Dryden very much this episode either, so is he really going to be guilty? I will say this, guys, this episode 100% I paused it way less than the last one, so probably this may end up being a way shorter reaction when it comes to it, because I'll be able to cut a lot of it out and you guys will be seeing a lot more. Now, I'm really excited to see this flashback. I don't think we actually got a flashback in the last season. Like, everything just happened and we sort of got the events building up, you know. This one's very, very different. This one's like almost like something happened and we're going to find it out. I love those crime dramas, you know, when you know something happened and then finally right at the end you see that sort of retracing the footsteps in actual, like 2 months earlier, right here. We see her at that party. She probably saw Carly. She said she didn't, but she probably did. And she saw Dryden. She saw the other guy. She saw everyone. So now's the time, with 18 minutes left to go, where we find out what happened and who's the guilty person. You see, so she did see Dryden and she saw, you know who. And she did see Carly. She claims, so there's the lies again. So we know she's been lying. Again and again and again and again. The question is why? She's been violent. Why? She's killed people. Why? Well, she's tried to. Why? You know? What's that all about? Like I said, obsession, jealousy. Could it be an act of jealousy? Could she have done this out of jealousy? Here you go. Now, how long did that last for? That's my question. Did he actually kick her out? Or what? Did he have a change of heart? Okay, so he did kick her out. Wait, did he see... Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. I'm going back for just a second. He turned his head. He looked right at her. He did. So he didn't stop it because he thought it was wrong. He stopped it because of her. And she ran off. Wow. Wow. It explains her whole interest in everything. Dude. My God. That's how it was on his thing. Oh, this is what I love about the show. All the pieces coming together.
The vehicle's linked to a reported assault on a girl.
Yeah.
Is there a problem here?
And that's her. That's how she knew her. So she did see her beforehand. Oh my God. What? Yeah, okay guys, just a little pre-warning. The next 10 or so minutes, I'm probably not going to be saying much. Maybe a good thing. I'm just going to be sitting there like watching this mess unfold, because it is literally a mess. It's crazy. And I don't know what to say other than, oh my God, because we're retracing our footsteps. I'm trying to focus. So yeah, quiet Dan incoming.
This girl, they've drugged her, they've pimped her, they've beat her.
So they're doing these horrible things to this girl. Now, where is she though? Where is she?
It's got to be done right.
What?
He's smart. Do you care what happens to him? Do you?
Wait, so was Akers planning on killing him this whole time?
And obviously we can help you in other ways. Don't tell me you don't need it.
Wait, do they offer her money?
No.
So she's basically gonna take money. Well, that she's asking her to take money. What? This whole scene is confusing me, guys. I'm so sorry. What's just happened? It's like she's just... Akers has been the one that's planning this. Dot! Dude!
She's in.
Oh...
She wants to know names.
My God.
All that money getting me in here.
Oh my
You've got your own
God.
life to think of.
It was for her mother. So all along, who was the one vulnerable to manipulation through money? All this time. So here's the ambush. Wait, so did she help organize the ambush? I'm so confused as to where she knew about this happening.
Fuck this.
Wait, what is happening? So Denton pulled off. And it didn't matter because the trackers were there, right? That wasn't a part of the plan. This whole scene has confused the absolute living hell out of me, guys. I'm so sorry. So she was talking to her about some sort of... She was planning something for money. She didn't want to know names. She did it, but then she tried to turn around and not do it. And she just... And then she finds the tracker and she moves it, doesn't she? Wow. So she did move the tracker. What? What? It all makes sense, but it's almost like it incriminates her, but it doesn't. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm more confused than I've ever been of what that scene actually means. I may have to watch it again. Akers went to her to discuss dealing with Tommy because of what happened, or helping the girl, right? So she did it to help the girl. Now my question is did she know the extent to what was actually going to happen? The ambush, etc. Akers ended up dying. Everyone ended up dying. I don't think that was her plan, because you saw she was freaked out. She's like, oh shoot. Then she realizes, oh my God, the tracker, it pins me to it. Boom, move the tracker. Boom, frame the story. Boom, lie about it, because she knows it incriminates her. Because Dot was involved with this the whole time. He knew about all of this. So was it Dot that was planning to kill him, and the trackers were put there maybe by Dot or whatever? You know, Dot was the one who organized all of this. I mean, maybe she didn't know how far it was going to go, or like she said, she turned the wrong way. She pulled out of the situation. It's like she didn't want that to happen. You know, it's like she was like, oh crap, never mind. Like, I'm a good cop. I'm not going to do this. Boom, turns anyway. Boom, trackers there, doesn't matter. Boom, die. Then now what? You technically aided the murder, but then in a way you've not. Like, you're, you know, like that's the thing that's crazy to me, is like guilty but not guilty.
Hello, Inspector.
Ooh!
There were interesting findings on Sergeant O'Neill's computer.
In fact, you made a point of directing me away from him as a line of inquiry to stop us checking his computer. Come upstairs, Mum.
Wow. She's been fooled by Arnott. But, like, that's the thing that I find crazy. It's like I said again, I'm sorry I keep pausing it, guys, but it's like she hesitated and she didn't want to do it, but she started doing it. So, I mean, of course that makes her guilty. It's like asking someone to kill someone else, but then last minute saying, oh, don't do it, but they've already done it. You're still guilty.
He also made a special point of personally collecting your mum's belongings. Even mentioned them straight after he found out she was dead.
Because the money, right? Wow.
Lindsay Denton, we're hereby returning you to custody.
Holy shoot.
Who are you two to judge me?
Basically, all of this was to protect her mother, and she went after Tommy because she watched... It's almost like she was protecting someone the whole time, but out of personal interest as well.
Well done, you two.
Oh my goodness gracious me.
Thanks.
But guess what? Look who remains unfound. Dot.
Fitted in really well. How would you like to make that permanent?
What can I say, sir? I'm your man.
Wow.
Good lad.
Oh my god, so he's permanently an AC-12. Is that what just was? This episode feels kind of anticlimactic, you know. Is that just me? Okay, so Denton's guilty this whole time. Oh my goodness gracious me. I'm sorry guys I'm not more shocked. Like, I feel a bit underwhelmed, you know. I'm like sort of thinking like, I thought my theory was going to be completely blown out of the water. I mean, it was.
This is great.
I thought she was innocent, then I thought she was guilty.
Tomorrow night.
Then I thought she was innocent, then I thought she was guilty. Guilty.
Sure.
Wait, is that who I think it is? Is that the girl? Carly Cook's missing person file continued to be on a 28-day review. Wow. So she's still out there. Her current whereabouts are unknown. Deputy Chief Driver resigned from the police service. Wow. So he's done. So he was literally going to be framed for all of that. Now this man here, Nigel Morton, remains a serving detective constable. The Crown Prosecution Service is yet to determine what charges he will face. Okay. Really, this is all tied up so neatly. Oh my goodness. She was convicted on a majority verdict and is currently serving a life sentence. Yes! Guilty all this time, but all personal motive, you know. I thought it would be like purely evil or not. And that's it. Okay guys, first things first, I just want to say, I'm sorry if that reaction seemed a little bit underwhelming. I was trying to figure out the whole time of how much more intricate it was going to be, and like, Denton guilty, not guilty. I think it's crazy that I went like the whole season thinking she was innocent, except for the last 2 episodes. The thing is like, even during the last episode, they were making me think maybe she's innocent again. Like, I was like, wait, hold on, so she was protecting her? Or what was she actually doing? Like, why was she there? Why was she following thing? And I was like, everything was going through my mind, you know? Oh my god, like, at the whole season I thought, higher up, it's gonna be Dryden. When Dryden came into the thing, I was like, oh my god, it's Dryden. Denton just got completely shifted out of my frame. It was she's manipulative, and she manipulated me. The whole scene manipulated me. And then obviously until the second last episode when I was like, wait, hold on a second. Denton, excuse me, what's going on? But then even in the last episode, like I just said, I was still confused. So this season for me, what I esteem it most on is keeping me confused till the last minute. The very last minute, because, I mean, I didn't know what the hell was going on. And ultimately, what ended up happening was Denton was obsessed with Dryden. She saw Dryden have this sort of situation with the young girl. She went after Tommy, because Tommy abused her and hurt her. And then Akers was planning on conspiring to kill Tommy, and then she paid Lindsay a large sum of money to be like in on this sort of massive conspiracy. She took the money, so that was for her mother, so it's all personal motives. So you sort of start to feel a little bit bad for her, because like of all the circumstances surrounding why she took the money and why this case resulted the way it did. She then went and tried to follow through with the situation, it seemed to me, to protect the girl and then obviously get the money. But then like the weirdest scene for me was when she was driving, changes her path, she changes her journey, and she goes, stuff, I'm not doing this. It's almost like she hesitates, she's like, this isn't happening, I'm not conspiring to this, I'm out. That's what she does, and then ultimately the trackers are there, so she gets framed anyway. You see her reaction, she's like, oh shoot. Doesn't that mean that Dot was the one that framed her all along? Dot was the one who put her right in the center, framed her, she was in on it, but you know what I mean, like really hone the attention on her for being the one that was protected. Yeah, so for me, that scene when she hesitates, I was like, but I don't know what to think. Is she guilty or is she not guilty? Does she want to do this or does she not want to do this? Does she know all the details about this? Did she know that he was going to be killed the way he was, etc. and da-da-da-da-da? She obviously said she refused, she didn't want to know the details, but that's just negligence at that point. So, I don't know, like, it's so confusing. Like, that's why I'm saying it was underwhelming, because I didn't know what to react. I didn't know how to think. I was like, what do I think? Like, this whole case has been confusing and all over the place, and it's all started to make sense, but it doesn't feel right. It felt weird, and it didn't sit as, you know, tightly as season 1 did. Like, at the end of season 1, I was like, oh my god, Tommy guilty no matter what I think. He's guilty, 100%. This, I don't know what to think, you know. Is that just me? Let me know, guys, in the comments. Like, did you think, like, the same? Were you sort of, like, watching it like, what? I feel kind of, like, sad, because I'm like frustrated that I didn't see Denton to be the one. I'm annoyed at myself. I'm like, oh my god, like season 1 episode, the first few episodes I was like, okay, I'm 95% sure she's innocent. But I know I clearly mentioned, I was like, oh, but she's hurting people. We've seen her hurt people, we've seen her cover things up, we've seen her use counter-forensic. What's this all about? Is it just like, I don't know, and I was confused, and I just sort of dismissed it. I was like, oh, I don't know. I never like completely eliminated her as a suspect, but at the same time, she was nowhere near the top of my suspect pool. The crazy thing is like, I'm pretty sure the way the show was supposed to work this season is it's supposed to manipulate you in a really intricate way. Like, Denton's a manipulative character. We know that now. Well, she manipulated many people in the course of the season. She tried to manipulate Arnott, and ultimately, I fell for what Arnott didn't. I literally fell for that act of innocence for a long time in the series. She manipulated me through the screen, and I'm just a viewer. And that for me is the biggest praise of the series, because I went the whole time feeling like I knew her, feeling like I could connect with her, and I felt bad for her for so much of the season. I mean, you tell me, does that make... If any of you are in the same boat as me right now, seriously tell me, did you feel like weird after it? Scary, you know, when you think about it. It's really scary. I think that's why people esteemed her as such a good actress, because Who would have guessed? It's crazy how something can be in plain sight, but then at the same time, you don't see it until it's already too late. Now, obviously, with that case out of the way, it took me, I mean, I'm going to say, like, right now, I give it a good 10 out of 10 for keeping me guessing, and I feel like that's going to be the majority of people. This season was definitely better for me than season 1 was. I don't even know how they topped this. How they incorporated, like, the sort of conflict within AC-12, how that misleads you, how that misled me. And as a viewer, you're sitting on the outside being misled by every little detail. And it's just well put together. It's amazing. 10 out of 10 for story, for plot, for intricacy, for casting, for acting. Honestly, a 10 out of 10. I would be surprised if this season on Rotten Tomatoes didn't get like 95% or something like that. It was absolutely fantastic. Now that's out of the way and my shock's a bit gone. I have to say I'm probably not. I feel like my reaction to the episode before this was way better. Like I was way more shocked and like excited about it. This one was sort of, it shocked me in a way where it left me sort of starstruck and speechless. I think that's the first time that's happened to me where I've sort of watched something and I've just been like, what is going on? I think it's the first time I've ever had that happen to me. Oh, actually, it happened to me in Behind Her Eyes. If you guys haven't seen that, go and watch it. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's probably right up there with one of those shows that completely changes everything. Like when you get to the end, you're just like, oh my god. But yeah, anyway, as for what next for this show, obviously Dot is now, I think he's going to be a permanent member of AC-12. He's still corrupt. He hasn't been caught. I was right in my assumption that he would continue as a pervasive sort of antagonist across series, still working on the ins and outs of police and corruption, and he's going to have bits to play in all these different cases. He had a part to play with the ambush. He's the only one that didn't get caught. He's way too smart. He's probably like top tier in terms of intelligence and getting away with things, you know. Absolutely crazy. I don't know what to think. What next is the next case, and hopefully Dot slips up on something and then we catch him for it, because right now he's becoming a friend to AC-12 and we know that's far from what he actually is. And I presume Denton now prison, I don't think we're going to see her again. I don't think. I mean, she could get a quick appearance in future seasons maybe to help cases, or maybe this case somehow connects to future ones, I don't know. Maybe she gets involved in bringing down Dot or something. In terms of what happens with Dryden, I don't think he's going to be back. You know, I was surprised that Tommy ended up being dead. I theorized that he was still alive, and I couldn't have been more wrong. And the crazy thing is like all this time, Dot's been the kingpin. I was sitting there saying Kingpin Tommy. It's been Dot. Like, Dot's been the kingpin. Like, holy moly. And yeah, so, yeah, what next? Move on to the next case. Hopefully someone slips up. Hopefully we continue to figure this out. Hopefully AC-12, we continue to explore the, like, character arcs and the dimensions of each character and their personal stories. That would be fantastic. But yeah, I think that's all I'm going to say. A long, long outro. So if you stuck around for this whole thing, kapai. So, yeah. If you enjoyed this video, as ever guys, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. New content every single week, as you guys know. Maybe not Lana Jr. every week, but we've got content every week, guys, on the channel. Just stick around if you're interested. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought of this reaction and this whole freaking series, guys. Bang that discussion out. Honestly, there's a lot to talk about, and I hope a good season to move on for. Is season 3 as good as season 2, guys? Maybe don't let me know that. I don't know. I'm sure every season's fantastic to you guys, but hopefully we can get that out soon. I'm not going to have a break between seasons if you're curious. I'm not going to stop and have any time waiting for the next series, simply because there has been quite a few breaks within the last 2 series. I want to smash straight onto the next one. I want to get those out, guys. I don't need a break. My break's actually coming up for Christmas. Maybe we can finish the next season before Christmas. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to be straight onto that next week, guys. So when you do see this, the week after, we will be getting another reaction. In fact, I may go on a bit of a flurry of Line of Duty. Just because I am on my break, I may be able to post maybe 1 or 2, maybe even 3 a week if you guys are interested, just to figure out what days would be the best to do that and just separate them a bit just so that people are going to watch, like, you know, so that people can keep along with the story and tag along nice and in parallel rather than just going, oh wait, all 3 are out, let me just go watch the last one. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining. What a series. More mind-bending than anything. I think it's the most mind-bending on this channel, so as ever, I hope you guys did enjoy it. God, you guys know how it goes. It's been long enough now. As ever, this is your boy, British Chat. Thanks for watching.